Okay, I've got the fans, I was going to say. Got the four. I'm going to experiment with what these controls actually do now then. So that one on. And that one on. Up. Down. It's actually gone. So when I go right, they speed up, they slow down. When I go left, the opposite happens. They speed up, these slow down. That will steer me. Quite happy with that, guys. Quite successful test, really. The cells are now dry, and I've cut out a piece out the bottom of the fuselage and cut the wing section into it, so this now fits in quite snugly like that. Looks more like a Lancaster now. Next step really is to get the motors mounted, or should I glue the wing on first? No, I'll mount the motors first and then I'll glue the wing on. Right, the motors are installed and I'm just going to glue the wing onto the fuselage and then I can start wiring it up. I have noticed that this aliphatic glue sort of soaks into the foam quite well. So it's got to provide a better key again, isn't it? Right, put a bit on there. And there is what we say a Lancaster is born. Superb. Superb. Do you know, I've never had a twin or a tri or a quad plane. So this is a first for me. I think that looks very nice. I hope you agree. Just running some cables in. I've decided to put them behind a bit of masking tape down the leading edge. I've also beveled the nacelles so it's ready to take a curved top. This will all be painted in, of course, so it really doesn't matter. Okay, so I've tidied up the cable in. Stuck the control board into a hole I cut into the wing to get me maximum depth on it. I've put a piece of balsa on the bottom, 1/16, just to give me the maximum depth of the wing to hide the box in. And I've also stuck a piece of 2.5mm carbon rod. I've pushed it down through the foam to approximately here to give this nose, I feel, is really vulnerable, so it's stiffened it up quite a bit, as you can imagine. So I'm just going to cut that off and that will take care of that. And I've just started experimenting with like card, just to put that over there like that, and then that will glue on the side, so that will give me a rounded top to the nacelles. There we go. Right, okay, so that's the top done. Looking a bit better, a little bit more rounded. Crude but effective. And now I'm going to turn it upside down and look at the bottom of it. Hold that there for a minute and then we'll, if necessary, put on some tape. This paper makes a huge strength gain to anything you put on it. You won't see that. It's underneath and it will be painted in anyway. So that's going to go over there like that, and then just hinged on the front. Then I can just, when I need to access it, I can just pull it up, pull it down. There we are. It's crude, but the whole model's crude, so that's just hinged there like that. That won't need to come up hardly ever. I've given it a light sanding all over just to take the sheen off of the paper finish. I've given all the paper that I've stuck on a coat of CA, stiffen it up and stop the paint soaking in. And I think the next job now, I've CA'd the bottom bits as well. I think the next job now is going to be to mark it up, mask it up, get the bottom sprayed, and then I can start camouflaging the top. Running some masking tape on, guys, prior to putting some black paint on. It's going to be from there to wrong side. It's going to be that side. Move from there to there, like that. Oh. Masked up the tail, ready for a lick of paint. Let's go and do it. Back soon. Just gone for a walk to our local village, and we're sitting in the graveyard. Here she is. Beautiful. Beautiful day. Anyway, we're sitting in the village graveyard, and it got Dartmoor in the distance. You can hear birds and tractors, and I'm sitting here with a one-track mind thinking I could fly here. Anyway, let's get back to the Lancaster. The open end of the foam hasn't been affected by the spray because I gave all the open cuts. Just wiped some aliphatic into it, white glue, and that prevented any, well, effectively it masked it off, so no problem there. Right, here goes the long one. As usual, when you're masking, pull it hard back on itself away from the cut line. But I'll have to paint this in by hand because the camouflage, because the masking tape's never going to not pull the paint off when it comes off. So next job, out with the brown and green, and start putting the camouflage on. In fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to mark up in pencil where it's going to go. I'm taking a chance that it's not going to rip off. Hi guys, welcome back. Right, so I've been daubing away, and this is what I've got. I'm just going to remove the tape on this side. Watch that hatch. Come on now, past the hatch. There we go. Might still be wet. Well, that's actually pretty good. Hello again. Alright, I've been busy. I've cut out some, I've just printed some on the computer, roundels and cockpit stuff. So I'm just going to stick those on, start decorating up. So when that's all done, I should be able to put on a nice clear coat of matte lacquer. Now this goes up here somewhere, quite close to the front. The red ink didn't print very well, but hey. think this will stick on the black really well actually because it's so smooth. Next one on this side is the rather fancy cockpit glazing. Now that's looking rather smart. I love the yellow ring, that really sets it off. Yellow house. There we are. Does that look like an exhaust manifold to you? It does to me. Cheats the eye. Okay, rear turret on and mid turret. That looks great. I probably will cut some letters out for the fuselage side. Let's see how I get on. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, I'll stop there. I'll do the other side and come back to you shortly. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button if you're having fun watching this. Thought I was recording then, guys. I wasn't. What I've just done is to cut out some letters that I printed out from an aircraft, which is JON registration. The other thing I've done, I've painted the top of all the little areas of the glazing, painted it light blue and put in some black crosshairs. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to let those letters dry, and then I'm going to give the whole model a light coat of clear lacquer, matte lacquer. This will help to bind everything in. And so my friends, you join me for the final part of the build. And I'll show you what that is. Propellers. Now this particular order, these props go on. Port wing, rotation, that one there. The other important thing to remember, guys, is make a note of where everything comes from. Else you're going to get something on back to front, or even worse. Hi, okay, so I found the last screw and she's done. She's finished, absolutely finished. Nothing more to do to it now but maiden it. Hit the like button down below, and that's a little thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. It won't be maiden, so I've got this one to maiden, got the Cavalier to maiden, got the Spitfire conversion to maiden. Like most people, I've got lots of aeroplanes to maiden, unless you happen to live next to a flying field, of course. Okay, see you in the next video. Cheers, guys. I've decided I'm going to run her up in the house and see if I can get it to feel like it wants to turn in my hand. I might need an extra hand, but we'll see how we get on. Open it up. Wow. Right, left. Oh, look at that. Right, left. Two. Right. Left. I'm trying to oppose it. That's quite a strong force. Oh, I just get it to go. That was really successful. What I did, I just held it on the CG, and you can see what was happening as I went right and left. But then I thought I'd try and oppose it, and I could only just force it back around. So I think actually the turning is going to be really effective. Of course, the fun's going to come in the pitch control, which I haven't got any. So it's got to climb under throttle, and maybe, as there's 3 throttle settings, the ideal thing of course is for the center throttle setting, if it's powerful enough for level flight, and then full throttle will make it climb, and I'll probably want full throttle in the banks because it's going to lose height. So that was fun. Wonder what it weighs. Let's give it a weigh with the battery. 285 grams, or in ounces, 10 ounces exactly to the nail, 10 ounces. Okay, so it's gained 2 ounces with the battery, the propellers and the paint. That's not too bad, I suppose. I'm quite pleased with that. For a bit of foam board, it's come out really nice. Thanks for watching, and it's called John. Thanks for watching me build John. It's actually of course a Quadcaster, and I'll see you on part 3, which will be the maiden flight. Won't happen yet, lockdown's still on, it's going to be weeks away yet, but it's another one to maiden flight, and we'll see what video I come up next. See you in the next one. Bye.